We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA. How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
He looks so goofy with like one arm covered. I'm anime. I'm anime. I have one arm covered with armor and the other arm isn't. For no reason. I guess that's the secret to why they only have armor on one arm in the animes, because they can't find armor for the left arm.
This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago, ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly
From political aide to Director General in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be Emperor by next month.
for a better NLA and a better
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
What are the Interceptors?
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Oh good! Chapter 1 is literally just called New Los Angeles. I'm going to be so lost here, aren't I? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this place. It's huge. Okay. Welcome to the industrial district where we laborers work ourselves to the bone building New LA. Wait, I wasn't done talking to you. Wait, come back. God damn it. Hey, Burnett. Hey, you're a new guy, aren't you? The crew member that Elma found, right? I was wondering what sort of person you'd be. You're a handsome one, that's for sure. Yes, sir, I like the cut of your jib. Well, welcome to New LA. We're happy to have you. I'm sure there's all sorts of stuff you have to do before you get situated, eh? Paperwork and whatnot. In that case, you can hop right into that transport that's idling over there, and it'll take you straight to administration. Okay. I don't like administration already. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I'm an exploitative person. But I thought you wanted me to go in the stairs.
Really?
Okay. Hi. Anna?
Wow.
I heard gunshots and some sort of dying wail from the other side of the west gate. I guess one of the teams must have been fighting with an Indian. I hope they really find aggressive indigents that have been causing problems just outside the city. Indigents? Why indigents? Such a weird term. I guess it's because indigenous, but because in that case we should be able to reopen the west gate soon. Okay.
Sir.
Hey. Yeah, this gate's out of commission at the moment. There's server something. Anyway, you got business on the other side. It's gonna have to wait. Okay. I didn't really have business so much as just trying to run around. Oh hey, who are you? Lucy.
There you are.
Are you the survivor who was found asleep in that life pod? I heard you faced a lot of indigents out there. It's like you rolled out of bed and onto a battlefield. Look, I'm no specialist, but if I were you, I worry that I pushed my body too far. You should head over to the administration district for a medical checkup or at the very least some rest. I don't know what you intend to do now that you're here, but it can wait until you've taken care of yourself. Alright.
Hey,
For the sake of our Blade operatives heading into the world, please be vigilant about performing your checks. These brave men and women are fighting for our future. Okay. I think I better just go here because it looks like another scene's gonna happen. Yep. Whoa! Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, dude, that's a crash. Whoa! Where are we going, Elma? Elsa? Edla? Einhart? Ezekiel? E?
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that. The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
No, I'm more worried about that whole exhaust thing. Yeah, that's a little worrying. Is that okay?
that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Sorry, dog. Bye. Okay, so you got reserve members and you got a current party and you just got it. Works for me.
Hey, listen!
We blue-collar workers can be just as flashy dressers as those commercial district folks. You might have to brush away a few layers of dust to see what we're wearing, though. Hey, Doug. How am I supposed to handle this by myself? Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead to the Blade Barracks. There's a transport pilot just down this way. Ask him and he'll take you to the administrative district. Administrative. Oh. Okay, fine. I get it, you guys don't want me getting lost, which is ridiculously easy to do, apparently. Okay, let's, I guess we just gotta go over here? Yeah. Oh, hey.
Guess what?
They say if you were to cross the mountains north of New LA, you'd find another continent to the north of that. I wonder what it's like. Uh-oh. Danger. Us. Alright, let's just play it safe. Transport pilot, go! Do 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 do.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet.
The best and only bargains
To the
on the
right,
planet.
The residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the Administrative District, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government.
That seems
Not to
very...
mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
It seems like a bad idea to have them on that upper level where they can be seen over the walls, so like, you
And
know,
this concludes
things
our
can
tour.
attack it.
We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you for the tour, Lynn.
We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Save it, save it, save it all. Whoa, we got some ripples on the stairs there, guys. That's looking a little weird.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
Right.
You
Let's
didn't-
get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report.
She didn't
They'll
fly
be
the
eager to hear
plane,
the
did she?
details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here.
Just behind it?
That
Oh,
road there
boy.
wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
I get it, game. You're telling me focus for the moment. Don't get sidetracked right now. You'll have plenty of bajillion chances to sidetrack later. Got it. Hello. Ask about battle points? Sure. You earn battle points as your base level and class rank rise. You can spend those points to upgrade your skills and arts anytime you like. You can either upgrade your arts to learn devastating techniques or upgrade your skills to heighten your overall power. It's totally up to you. I wonder what sort of blade you're going to become. Such possibilities. If I talk to you again, do I discuss? I heard there's a stalled Skell in the residential district, so I went to see for myself. And would you believe it? A real looker of a blade was standing right beside it. He was just my type. So I wonder if I could get Van Damme to coincidentally assign us both the same mission. Hehehe. Okay, so you're that kind of... Okay. Got it. Thanks, Japan. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This ain't Earth. Don't expect that you'll be able to trust your instincts. Okay. Hey, transport pilot. Oh, yeah, no, you're not grounded for maintenance, you're grounded for other things. Hey, who are you? Stella. About Chalcen? Sure. We officers are aware that not all of New LA's citizens are on board with Director General Chalcen's policies. But the more we allow our ideas to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you've got to look at someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready for that opportunity, let me know and I'll assign you something important. Discuss.
Intel is sparse.
Are you familiar with the continent compromised of nothing but wastelands far to the east of New LA? We're receiving reports of non-naturally occurring structures in that region. We need to find some answers about who built these structures and what became of them, and do it fast. I guess I'll have to post a mission for the Pathfinders division. I need mechanical level 4 for that? Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, Julius. As part of the Earth-life colonization project, interstellar ships took off from a number of cities. However, we don't have any idea what happened to the others. We've been transmitting a signal from Mira in an attempt to establish contact, but we haven't had any replies yet. It's possible that we're all that's left of humanity. No, ignore that. We mustn't lose hope. Oh, Jesus.
Working hard?
That's dark.
What to do?
The expansion of Frontier Nav hasn't been progressing the way I'd hoped. It's mainly because of interference from the Indigens, though I suppose we are the ones encroaching on their turf. It's only natural they'd fight to protect it. I just wish we could find a way to install the data probes without having to do so much needless fighting. I guess I can sort of understand that.
Hey,
What is this? Even Blade Tower, the center of New LA's government, is barely 70% complete, but it's not like we have the luxury of waiting around for it to be finished. Okay, you're gonna start bashing me. Okay, I gotta go to the left. It was telling me to go to the left when I was standing looking at the building, so the left would be over this way. Sorry. I know, I'm not helping, but... But it's just so interesting. Hey. Your accuracy improves when attacking foes from behind, and it's also easier to hit their weak points. You must always pay attention to positioning when you fight. And I can't get this, can I? Nope. Hello, Armory Alley. Hey, Regina. I guess I'll ask about your shop. Will you sell strange and unusual stuff my husband picks up out on the job? He's a pathfinder, so he's always finding crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, unfortunately, but check back later. You should be back a little while with a new haul that'll blow your battle socks clean off.
Whatever.
Is anything troubling you? Yes, actually, but I'm not going to talk about it. I don't even want to entertain the possibility of it being true. I'm just going to stay positive and hold on to hope, so please don't ask again. Ah, so if I become your friend, will you tell me? I will become your friend. I will shove gifts in your face.
Working hard?
Yeah, what about the residents of NLA? And the city's economy has finally sprung to life, and customers are swarming to Armory Alley. I must admit, I worried about our future when we were attacked by an unknown enemy and had to crash land on this dangerous world. But humans are tenacious creatures. It's hard not to appreciate that when you see the level of energy on display here. But I'd rather be a part of this than a mere observer, so I'd better get back to work. Okay.
Working hard?
What about recent developments? Did you see the Director General's broadcast earlier? Apparently they've discovered 10 new crew members. At this rate, the survey of Mira that's been stalled for so long will probably be able to resume soon. That sure was a relief to hear. And he pushed for that number not only because of that, but because of that. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. We're out of amplification lenses and can't make any more of Granada's GG trademark beam weapons. Go tell our colleagues in the industrial district to hurry up and make more. Okay. You also vanished. Yeah, that was weird. Any blade can use the terminal there to purchase new weapons and protective wear. Okay.
what?
Hey, what's your opinion of xenoforms?
Well,
After the horrible fate that befell Earth, some humans have come to resent all xenoforms. But as a scientist, I'm always eager to see examples of life forms who acquired intelligence through a different evolutionary path. From what I understand, they've found ruins throughout the planet that suggest intelligent life existed here previously. I always relish opportunities to encounter the unknown. What about you? Okay.
what?
Ask about new developments. I may be a rough and tumble blade, but believe it or not, I was once studying to be a biologist. When I was a student, I was always off on one cross-country trip after another doing field work with my professor. We traversed jungles and deserts hunting for rare animals and fossils, and when we'd find one, we'd jump up and down with glee like children. Ha! My professor stayed behind on Earth, but I know he'd have been thrilled to come here and see all the unidentified species on Mira. Okay. Ooh. And we're going to avoid any of that purchasing thingies right now.
Hey.
Alright people, remember that each of us bears the weight of humanity's very existence upon our shoulders. Okay. Blade Concourse? Okay. Oh hey, there's people here.
Hey.
How in the heck are we supposed to pull this job off by myself? It's madness. Or hey, you want to come along and help?
Yes?
Eleonora? What is this place? This is Mission Control. As a Blade, you can... Oh, I see you haven't registered as a Blade. Well, if you do register and join a division, you'll be able to accept missions right here. I understand that you haven't decided what role you wish to play here in New LA, and that's fine. But I believe you would make a splendid Blade. Trust me, I've seen off countless Blades standing right here. Okay.
Yes?
Let's discuss. My name is Eleonora, and I serve as Blade's receptionist. Most missions are managed through the terminal, but if you need to make a special report, please speak to me. Additionally, if you have any questions about your assignments, feel free to ask me anything. If there's anything I can do to help, I hope you'll let me be of service. Now go do your best. I expect great things from you. Your name is Wolf? I'll ask you about positioning. Any fool who's dumb enough to face his foe head-on won't live to make the same mistake twice. You must constantly move to stay in your opponent's blind spots. Attack your foe from behind, attack it from high or below, anywhere but head-on. Attacking from any of those positions will improve your accuracy and your odds of landing critical hits. Do you understand? Do you not understand? Either way, repeat what I just said 1,000 times until it finally penetrates that thick skull of yours. Is anything troubling you? I lovingly instruct Blade rookies that don't even know the basics of combat until they grow into respectable Blade operators. But recently a number of cowards have failed to withstand my love and fled my training session. But you look like the type that can take it. If you decide to join Blade, you can come and ask me anything. I'll take the fundamentals of combat and beat them right into you. Oh, good. Perfect. Can we keep going this way, or is it gonna stop me? I feel like it would stop me, but... Hey, who are you? Are you Kirsty? Okay. Ask about Defense Secretary Nagi.
Okay, listen carefully.
Is in charge of military affairs. He, in turn, oversees Commander Van Tam, who serves as our operational leader. It's mostly a political position, as I understand it. Normally, someone with such a lofty position wouldn't have contact with boots on the ground. But Secretary Nagi always insists that he's just another citizen of New LA and strolls through the city without an entourage. He's a very impressive leader. Anything trouble you? Why are you offering to help? Because with the amount of work on my plate, I won't turn you down. But if you don't know the basics of operating one of those, I don't know how much you could help you could be. Well, you should ask your patron, or Elma, I mean, to walk you through it. After that, we can talk. Once you know what you're doing, come back and talk to me, alright?
Yeah?
Provisional government. The provisional government is our system of self-governance, headed by Director General Chasen. Don't tell me you thought that Blade was running this whole city by itself. Blade handles the fighting, but the provisional government manages the city. It's a very clear division of duties.
Yeah?
Anything troubling you? I also serve police-like functions within it, but there are some problems they can't resolve without further. That said, I simply do not have them. Okay. Good Samaritans. Probably stuff that I would be able to actually do something about if I wasn't ignoring what they kept telling me.
How's it going?
Hey, Sherry. What's the weather like?
Oh, wonderful.
The weather on Mira changes abruptly and often. They say it's as fickle as a young lover's heart. Oftentimes, you'll head out on a bright, clear morning and end up soaked from thunderstorms by noon. Veteran Blades tend to carry a wide variety of equipment in order to respond to changing weather. For example, electrified weaponry is especially effective during thunderstorms.
How's it going?
Any interesting rumors? Did you hear about the Blade who found an unusual flower while she was on a mission in Primordia? It turned out to be an indigen that was just camouflaged as a flower. Thing attacked her out of nowhere. She's lucky she wasn't killed. I hear the poor girl's totally traumatized now. Even the get well flower she's been receiving have left her screaming and shaking like a leaf, the poor thing. Aww. Salon. What's the role of support staff? Us support staff are the ones who know how to clean up Blade's messes in the maintenance center and the commercial district. As a doctor who heals the wounds of Blade, I actively serve in a support capacity. It keeps me far busier than I would like. There's no end to the foolishness of Blades who throw themselves into battle and sustain needless wounds in their every encounter. Should you end up in a combat role yourself, I urge you to equip yourself properly to avoid sustaining any preventable damage.
What is it?
Any interesting rumors? I can't believe a fellow alumnus of my elite university chose to become a Blade of all things, and this was a man so accomplished that he stood out even among the top students at our university. He could have been a politician or a CEO, but instead he chooses to put his precious life at risk with one dangerous mission after another. I cannot even begin to comprehend what he is thinking. I don't know if I can comprehend it either.
Search.
Hey, that's right. If you register your collectibles in your Collectopedia, you can earn rewards. That's the core of what we do as curators. Hello, Marcus.
Hey,
Team Arena's fighting
check
style.
this out.
Oh yeah, okay, so she's the team leader. Right. Before we engage in a big bounty mission, the whole team always huddles around Arena and we look up our target in the enemy index. Once we've worked out our plan of attack, we head out and engage the foe. You can use your Blade-issue comm device to pull up any information on any foe you fought previously. The battles here can be tough, so be sure to put your enemy index to good use, alright? I'd hate to see you lose out there.
Hey,
Anything troubling you? There's some pathetic Blade guy who keeps giving Arena a hard time. He's probably doing it just because he likes her, honestly. Still, that's no excuse to pull her hair like some grade school crush. Man up and ask her out for a drink or something. I agree.
What's wrong?
Trevor, what's the purpose of a Blade? The members of each division have their own responsibilities, but mine is primarily guard duty. Lately, there have been reports of dangerous indigents appearing near the entrances to the city. That's why we've sealed the gates and taken a defensive posture. We tightened our guard to the extent that there's absolutely no chance of an indigent infiltrating the city. But now I hear that Elma and some new guy already slaughtered the Grex pack that prowled outside the west gate, so I guess we all ought to thank Team Elma for their successful counteroffensive.
What's wrong?
Anything troubling you? Carl is pathetic. I put him on indigent control duty and he hasn't killed a single one. If I didn't have so many damn duties of my own, I'd march right up to him and spank him like the insolent child he is. Hey, if you're headed that way, could you give Carl a message for me? He'll be the one loitering out in front of the arms manufacturer's building. Tell him to pull his head out and get his goddamn work before Trevor has to stick a boot so far up his ass he'd take shoe polish for a month. Oh, the arms manufacturer building? Wait. But I won't be able to go back there just yet. Yeah. I can still talk to a few more people though. Aren't there any wealthy Blades anywhere who are willing to donate resources to the arms manufacturers that really help speed up the creation of new equipment? Oh wait. This is... what's this building? This is where the arms manufacturers are based. The building is for all the companies that are involved in the research, development, and sale of weapons and armor for Blade. Ah, but you're not a Blade yourself, are you? Forgive me, I assumed you were officially registered the way you were armed. Anything troubling you? My professional duties include recruiting Blades for Macranium gathering missions. Unfortunately, I have a few interested parties, as most Blades are busy installing data probes, battling tyrants, and performing other vital duties. But should you find yourself with a Maranium to spare, might I invite you to accept one of our assignments for mission control. Needless to say, we'll pay a fair price for the Macranium as a mission reward. I do hope you'll consider this proportionate. Proportionate? Yeah, proportionate. Can I... Okay. I wonder how far I could actually go this way before it'll tell me to stop.
Careful.
Sorry. I went out of your way.
Hey,
Hey. I've learned a thing or two from Robert myself. I've never liked to cut corners on mission prep, so I'm heading back to Armory Alley to make sure I've got everything I need. Okay. Yolanda. Hey, what you doing here? What does it look like? We're having ourselves a little chit-chat over drinks and poker, trying to figure out how we're gonna make a fat coin on our next mission. You got a problem with that? Don't get the quaint idea that everyone in Blade is some brainless sheep in Nagi and Van Ham's flock. Tomorrow we might all be dead, so anyone who's not milking the moment for every sinful pleasure is a Class A chump. Anything important lately? Haven't seen you around here before. You a rookie? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. If you run into a blonde bombshell with daggers in her eyes, steer clear. If you even look at her cross-eyed right in the gut, trust me, happens every day.
Really?
Okay. Dealing with a tyrant that harasses you with dangerous attacks, then work on destroying body points. It's like arms or head and seal those nasty attacks off. So like that level 6 guy I was having trouble with earlier, if I had been targeting his legs, that probably would have helped. Oh crap. Hey, what precipitated the emergency landing? The xenoforms that laid waste to Earth followed the white whale and attacked us without any attempt to issue demands. Commander Nagi ordered us into our skells to fight back, but the bastards kept coming. Lost a lot of friends that day. To a man, the survivors said they felt lucky to have made it out alive. But I don't feel lucky at all. And I won't until the day my fist meets the face of whatever monster ordered that attack. I don't know where he is, but when I find him, I'm gonna beat him until he can't stand.
How goes?
Alright. Anything troubling you? Yeah, something's troubling you, alright. This Blade friend of mine who's like a little brother to me, he went and found himself a girlfriend in New LA. Now every time we go drinking, I get a bunch of questions about love and relationships and crap. I could teach him loads about how to throw a punch, shoot a gun, pilot a skill, but I don't know a damn thing about love. Never been in love, never wanna be. I don't know this, though. If he fails to jump too during an attack because he's mooning over what's-her-name, I'm gonna answer all his love questions with my fists. Well, aren't you really unhelpful with that, then? Apparently some guy named HB just accepted altitude test and I mean flat out murdered that sucker. Wow. Okay. Hey, Peter. What do Pathfinders do? What's this? Another fan? Well, I suppose it's inevitable that a man as handsome and skilled as myself would attract this sort. Okay, I don't like you already. Regardless, I always strive to be courteous to my fans, so I'll answer your questions about my body of work with the Pathfinders. Our primary duty is to range through Mira and install data probes. After all, without our efforts to expand Frontier Nav with these probes, Blade would be hard-pressed to make any progress in their survey of the planet. And so, as Frontier Nav expands, missions that were not previously available become possible to pursue. That sets the stage for completing important objectives, such as seeking out possible locations of parts of the Lifehold. This is a grueling and dangerous job, but for the sake of humanity's future, pursue it I must.
So,
Ask Peter if anything's troubling him. That idiot Bates has installed his data probe in the wrong place yet again, so it falls upon me to go out there and correct his mistake. I tire of dealing with ranked amateurs. This will be quite the expedition, but I hope I might find unexplored territories and scenic viewpoints along the way, giving me chances to toast the majesty of nature. I pray that you also make the time to relax during your missions. There's no need to exhaust yourself out there.
Aren't you?
Hi. What about Mira? Mira is a huge world and we still know next to nothing about it. Our base at New LA is well established, but we're now in the same position as our ancestors who landed at Plymouth Rock with a whole new world to explore. And to achieve that goal, we'll need to install data probes throughout Mira. Did you already hear about the Frontier Nav from Defense Secretary Nagy? If you haven't, you should go ask him. I think he's waiting for you at Blade Barracks.
Aren't you?
Yeah. What about recent developments? I'm a member of Team Corwin, which is centered around Captain Corwin and his band of explorers from back on Earth. It's a team loaded with former professional explorers. Can you imagine a better group for surveying Mira? A lot of Blades get swept up in the idea of joining a team like that and going on a grand adventure. And while I'm a sub-leader now, I must admit that I used to be one of them. I suppose I still am, actually. As a veteran of the Coalition forces, I was initially assigned to Arena's Interceptors Division. But when I heard Corwin talk about his ambitions, I decided I wanted to be part of them and applied for a transfer to the Pathfinders. The captain really is a fascinating person. As a new recruit, I'm sure they're working you hard, but you should speak with Corwin if you ever have the chance. Okay.
I see.
Blade won't be able to accomplish anything until we expand Frontier Nav. It's up to us Pathfinders to blaze the trail to the future. Hey, Walter. Tell me about yourself, yes. RPGatWill, is it? Don't be surprised, it was quite obvious. Providing guidance to some new Blades is one of my duties, so Elmo's report made it straight to my desk. Might I give you one piece of advice? Do whatever you must to survive. Attack your foes from the back or the side, but never head on. Call it cowardice if you like. It's still quite preferable to being dead. I believe the most important asset of a Blade is the judgment to calmly assess any situation, no matter how dire it may appear to be. That said, a girl named Mia who possesses not a single shred of that judgment has just applied for a transfer to Blade. I'm not enthusiastic about her prospect. She has a pluck, true, but pluck without judgment is a recipe for an early and needless death. I just saw her out behind Division Drive. She seems to be thinking quite deeply about something. Whatever she's plotting, I'm sure it's nothing good. I hope I can convince her to quit soon.
Listen,
The insectoid indigens tend to be very sturdy, so it's more effective to battle them with things like flame and certain energy waves than with a physical attack. Oh. Okay. Well, let's not go up here, me. Let's go back this way. Because we're starting to pick up some interesting little quests here and there, but it's probably more important that we actually get to where we need to be in regards to the, Oh, hey, there's one more person here. I gotta talk to him, I'm sorry.